This video will take you through the final bronze model, and while we're not learning anything new in terms of creating a sketch and extruding, we will show you a way of creating a sketch for a hexagon, and also showing you how we can emboss details onto the side of our model. Again, let's look at the very beginning of this part. Again, right click with my mouse, edit the sketch. You'll see that we've started with a perfect hexagon we've drawn, and we can do this using our polygon command, then using our extrusion to create our long shape, and then going on to create our first text detail using emboss, and then creating our second detail. The first one you'll see is being created as if the writing has been engraved into the model, and the one down the bottom, if we rotate it round, you'll see that it looks as if the text is actually sticking out. Okay, so let's begin this model. File, New, Metric, Standard Part, Create. We will then create our sketch onto our plane, and this time we're going to select our polygon. Now, when you usually see this command, it's normally shown as rectangle, but if we go to the little pull down arrow here and come down to the bottom, we can select a polygon. We have the option to change the number of sides, so we could put in 5, we could put in 8, but for this particular model we're looking for 6 sides. So I'm going to come to my centre, and I'm going to create the shape. Now I'm just going to try and take my time and make sure that it's sitting nice and flat, and then from there I'm going to add in my dimension. Again, if you look at your drawing and look at the end elevation, you'll see that the size between this top surface and this bottom surface is 50 millimeters. I can now finish my sketch, again using the wheel on my mouse to zoom out, holding the wheel down to pan to move, and then I can extrude, and the length we're extruding here is 100 millimeters, and OK. Again, I'm going to hold the wheel of my mouse down to bring the object up into view, or alternatively I could simply click in the little corner here and it will pull it out to show us the full object. Now we're going to create a sketch on our surface here. So starting, there's my surface. I'm going to add some text, and I'm going to click where I want the text to start, and I'm simply going to write the word hello, and I'm going to OK. Clearly that text is too small, so I'm going to have to change it, but at the moment I can't change it because it's still looking for me to add more text, and I need to come out of that command. So I'll simply hit escape on my keyboard, and then I can double click, scroll over the text, and I'll put a size in here of 20, and OK. And then I can move this to whichever position I wish. I'm now ready to finish the sketch. At the moment I haven't created any 3D model, it's simply flat writing on a surface. I now need to use my emboss command, select which I wish to emboss, and then I have got options. Either I can show the text coming out from the face, or in this instance I want to show it engraved in. Select and OK. So if we look in closely, you'll see here this text has been engraved in. I'm now going to do the same on this bottom surface here. I'm going to start with a sketch on the surface, bringing us into the middle, holding the wheel down, selecting text, and this time I'll write the word graphics. Again, the size this time, I think I'll make the size 15, and we can OK. Again, I can't do anything with this text at the moment because it's looking for me to add in more. So I need to come out of my command, and I can do that simply by hitting Escape. Position where I'm looking for it, finish the sketch, and I'm just going to rotate this round so I can see it a little bit better. Right click, OK, and back to my emboss. Again, selecting the text. This time I'm looking to emboss from the face, so it's going to look as if the text has been raised out the way, and I can OK. And that shows me the second emboss. Now what I would like you to do is, we have got 6 sides. I would like you to now add text on each of the sides. I would like you to investigate the size of the text, and I'd also like you to investigate the actual style of the text. Let's look at the first one. I'm going to edit the sketch. I'm going to select the text that we've created. I can scroll over the text, make sure it's all been highlighted. And I'm going to try a different font. Now there'll be different fonts detailed on your computer. Just going to look at some. And that one's a little bit big, so I'll need to make it a little bit smaller. I'll make that size 15. OK. And then we'll see if this will work. Now, it doesn't look as clear as before, but what I would like you to do is to simply investigate different options in terms of the font, the size of the font, finish the sketch. Again, if it doesn't like it, it's simply because maybe the font is too detailed or the sizes aren't going to be acceptable. Okay, so I'll come back into this one. Let's see if I can get a font that's going to work a little bit better. Let's get the size a little bit bigger and finish the sketch. So look through adding sketches to each of the sides. We can have some of the text if it's been engraved in. We can have some of the text sticking out. We can, again, if I right click on the word emboss, edit the feature, I could change the depth. Now sometimes this is not going to look right, but just to show you what you can do, I've now got the text coming out 3mm rather than 1mm as before. And this can be done with the engrave tool, just as it can with the embossing. So right click, edit the feature, and I could put in here a depth of 10, and probably kind of hard to see here, but if we kind of look at it in detail, you'll see now that this has been engraved significantly deeper. Okay, again, make sure you're saving this model as Bronze Model 6. Thank you.